me bring in Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn. Good to see you, Congresswoman. Good morning.
Good to see you. Thank you.
All right, let's talk about the GOP. Last week, John Boehner appointed Candace Miller, the chair of the House Administration Committee. But there had been a huge backlash after the other 19 committee chairs were all white men. Is this sending a message that this is a party largely, frankly, of middle-aged white men, and women are only going to be put in the occasional powerful position?
Well, I think that's a bit of an overstatement, don't you? I think when you look at elected women in the country, and by the way, it's a bipartisan issue of not having enough female electeds. I think the Interparliamentary Council says we rank 80th globally. But here's the deal. When you look at the local, the state, and the federal levels and put them all together, Republicans stack up really well. And 4 of the 5 female governors, they're Republican women. And you've got to take that entire thing. I think a lot of our women have a tendency to be in those local offices with those county commissions and those city commissions and serving on those school boards. And my hope is that we can get them to run for office at the federal level also.
Well, do you think that there is a perception out there that there's not an opportunity for them to move ahead? When I've talked to women who try to recruit other women to run for Congress, to run for higher position, one of their concerns is that they won't really have a significant place at the table.
Well, I think that that's always a concern. But, you know, one of the things that I have found is that, number one, you don't have to be entitled in order to lead. And that is something that we see happening. Women jump in and take the leadership role. And they get in there, and it's kind of the lead from behind and move to the front. They take the responsibility. They perform beyond expectations. And by doing that, they have the ability to change the debate. My goodness, look at what has happened in the Tea Party movement. Every time I go to a Tea Party rally, I'm amazed. The crowd is primarily female. The organizers are female, and I think that that bodes well for participation, grassroots participation, and policymaking participation.
It's been many decades. Women have been very involved at the grassroots. The question is, when will they be able to actually be able to change policy? And you can't, Congresswoman, ignore the numbers. Your Democratic colleagues in the House will likely have 5 women as ranking members, and on the Senate side, 6 Democratic women will be committee chairs. So why do you think Democrats manage to find qualified women, more of them? Why not your party?
There again, I think that you will see more in those positions at the federal level. They have had more women who have served for greater lengths of time, and they have women that have had more of a career in the political process. Those of us who are conservatives, we kind of have a circuitous route through our lives. Politics is not something that is a lifelong job for us. We have careers in the private sector. Look at the women that are in the House. You know, we've been marketers and nurses, and we've been teachers, and we're education specialists, and we bring all of that expertise to bear in the public sector. And we're going to be moving forward. We're taking the reins as those subcommittee chairs, as vice chairman of full committee, as full committee chairman, and our job is to get more women in Congress so that we have more women who can take those leadership roles.
Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn, good to have you on the program. Thank you.
Good to be with you, Chris. Thank you.